everybody, how you doing?
Hi friends, how y'all doing? It's been a while since we've seen you.
March 9th, as a matter of fact.
March 9th.
She just looked it up in the calendar.
Since we were together with Peter.
I know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then March 20th with Donna. Hey Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well anyway, it's good to be here with you again today. And just by way of introduction there, I'm Pete from petesbeeskeps, and
I'm Leo.
This is Leo.
And I'm Kathy, Caroline Cross Stitcher on Instagram.
Yeah, and so
we welcome you to our FlossTube and WoodTube.
Yeah, WoodTube, I guess woodworking and that. So primarily this is about cross stitching and quilting. But I squeezed in a little bit of woodworking there because I got to have something to say.
Mainly about cross stitching. Yeah. And last Saturday I recorded my whips, and we were planning on doing a FlossTube later that day. And me and Peter both came down with a terrible cold virus, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So we're going to have like two little parts together, and one is going to be us together, and then there'll be a little part of me with my whips.
Yeah. So pieces, parts, they all
pieces and parts, but it will all make the whole. So anyway, welcome to our FlossTube channel. We're so grateful you're here. For those that have subscribed and are coming back, and for newcomers, we hope you will spend a little bit of time with us. Peter always plays us in with a song.
Yeah, something a little more spiritual than...
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not what I'm here for.
So that's not what... It would be good.
Maybe a spiritual south of the border, but not here. No, it's not. Actually, it's a good old song there.
Yeah, you're playing a different guitar today.
Yeah. My Martin box is in the shop getting a setup done on it. And so I had to break out my old Seagull here, and I'll see if I can get it to behave for a few minutes here while we do this.
This is the Doxology. Praise God, to whom all blessings from whom all blessings.
From whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. And I pray that the Lord will bless you all greatly this day.
Are y'all ready to see some whips? What I've been working on since our last visit, which Donna was here. That was our FlossTube number 24 last month. And I've been stitching on a lot of stuff. That was before Easter, so I thought I would take this time and share with you what I've been working on. Peter is going to be right back. He had to run to Burlington. He's having his guitar worked on. There's a really good repairman over there that does this thing called setup on guitars, and that's what Peter's going to have done with his Martin. He's never had that done before, so he's going to have that done. So anyway, I thought I would take a few minutes and show you what I've been working on. And when he gets, so anyway, we hope you've been well. What I've been working on since last we met, which that was on March the 20th. I'm looking at my notes. I have to have notes, y'all. I hope you forgive me, but this old mind just doesn't remember things very well. So anyway, I had started on the 19th. I had made a new start, and it was Easter Parade by Blackbird Designs. I've been wanting to stitch this for a long time. And it's this one. Easter Parade, Blackbird Designs. Beautiful. I want to do both of them, but I started with the basket. And the reason I wanted to start on the 19th is that was the first day of spring. And I thought, what is more appropriate with spring than flowers in a basket. So I will show you my little start. It's not very big, but got maybe 2/3 of the basket, the bottom of the basket. There's a lot of color changes in this, which I love. Hope you can see that okay. I am stitching this on with the called for floss except clover, and I'm subbing with blushing, and I am stitching it on a 37 count Russian tea cake, which I really like. This is the first time I've used 37 count. It's just a nice neutral. And I thought I want the colors that's what I want to be the focus of this. And here's my floss. And they're just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Let me twirl it around. Y'all can see. Look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? So that was a new start on March the 19th. And then I also used it for starting in April. I worked on it a little bit then. And it was part of my, let's see, hang on just a second. Oh, I added extra days because I just enjoyed doing this, you know, and I didn't want to put it down, so I just kept working on it for a little bit longer. We'll throw these down here. So that was the first day of spring. Easter Parade. Oh, whips. I realized the last time I'm catching a cold, so I might be sneezing and sniffling a little bit, and I'm really sorry about that, but Peter started yesterday and sneezing and sniffling, and then today I'm starting, so he shared with me. I shared with him too. Okay, the next thing I picked up was part of my March magazine monthly challenge. And I started that. I thought I would try that for a month and see if I liked it. And I really did. So I'm doing it in April too. This is a Facebook group that Carolyn Zook from C Zook Stitching, she's the administrator of, and she puts out these prompts every month that just get us motivated and help us pick up things that we might not otherwise pick up. So for March, the theme was Bird's Eye View, and I did Bluebirds of Happiness, and then I met all my goals for the balloon acrostic. And my next one was part of the balloon acrostic. It was Noel Sampler. And I wanted to put 2 days in on that. And it's Noel Sampler by With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. Y'all seen this. If you've been with me for a while, you know I've been working on it for a while. Here and there. And I love this. I love this chart. And it is such a joy to work on. Noel Sampler, With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. I guess this was back in 2013 because that's what she's got on her chart. So I'm making some progress. You know, you don't get a huge amount of progress in 2 days, but if I can pick it up, you know, every now and then for 2 days here and 2 days there, hey, I'll be doing good. So this is my progress. I'm stitching this on a white clay 36 count linen by Fox and Rabbit, and I really like this color. So I made some progress. I finished putting in these berries. I got the alphabet in, well, half of the alphabet, this crown and that little duty, and then there's a little bit of a white stitch that you can't really see a whole lot of right there. But I just think this is going to be so pretty. So I'm going to plug this in again, hopefully soon. Maybe, oh maybe I'll have a finish by Christmas. Oh, here's the threads. They're all DMC. Aren't they pretty? Oh, it just looks like Christmas time. I love the pinks in Christmas too. I just think they're really a nice addition. So that was for the in balloon for the Magazine Monthly Challenge. And then in March, I had an L that I needed to fulfill. And I used, every time I can pick this up, I'm going to pick it up because I need to get it done and get it back to Carol, my friend, Love Abide by Lottie Da. Such a pretty piece. I just love this so much. Carol, I am going to get this back to you. If you need it, you let me know and I will get it back to you. Lickety split. I'll just go ahead and buy it and get it back to you. But I've got so many things I'm working on that I'm just, you know me, I'm just not a monogamous stitcher, and maybe I should be. Anyway, so here is my progress on Love Abide. I mainly worked on filling in the grass right here. And I've got the space where the tree starts to go in. So I think I might go ahead next time I pick it up and go ahead and start working on the tree. And then when I need a fill in, like on a Zoom or something, then I'll do the grass. So I love this chart so much. And it is uniquely mine because I've made a couple of mistakes on it. And I'm not going to change them. I'm just going to leave them, leave them like they are. Oh, yeah. Here's the flosses. I got one dangly there. Whoops. You know, when I looked at the flosses, I thought, gosh, there are a lot of darks. But then some of the other colors they're very subtle. They're very pretty. I like them. I like them a lot. And I love green. And this has got a lot of green in it. Excuse me, I'm going to bend down and put my floss back in it or it's going to get lost. And I won't know what it goes to. So that was Love Abide by Lottie Da. And then I also worked on, for part of my Magazine Monthly Challenge, And a Forest Grew by Rosewood Manor. This was Peter's start for his birthday 2 years ago. That I would really, really, really like to get done. And I will at some point. I'll get it done. It might take a couple more years. But, you know, that's okay. I am making progress. As long as I can see a little progress along, then I'm good. This is And a Forest Grew. Karen Kluba. She's an artist. I just love her work so much. And a Forest Grew. And not only does she give you the chart that's on the front, there's little extras too that she gives you. All these little smalls. Little pen keeps. Needle books. Little pillows, pen pillows. There's always extras that she puts in. And then what's great about this too is you can pull, say you want a particular type bird. You can, use this and find you a cute little bird and just stitch that in one of those little circular round key fobs or something. So I am stitching this on a 40 count white Newcastle with all of the called for DMCs. And what I do, the pages that I'm working on, I just go ahead and pull those flosses and put them on these tags. So instead of having this huge ring of floss, it's a little bit more manageable. So that's the floss. And let me show you my progress. This is a little awkward to hold. I did get some more of the words in, which isn't a whole lot for 2 days, but I did get some of the words in here. And it says, and out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight. I thought if I could go ahead and get the words in and then get this round done, and then I can work my way over here, and then I'll just start working my way down. I think I might be like on the 3rd page, or I'm having to go into the 3rd page for some of the words, which I just, you know, instead of copying that, I just went ahead and picked up those extra little characters and plugged those in. So that was Magazine Monthly Challenge March, A for and a forest grew. I'm real imaginative, aren't I? Oh well. So I completed a Magazine Monthly Challenge, and I enjoyed it. If you haven't tried it, you might just want to give it a try. And some people do, they count the number of stitches, like 200 stitches, or, whatever. But I wanted to give it 2 days, which for me, well, y'all know I don't get a whole lot of time to stitch during the day. It's mostly at night. So I met that goal. I'm thrilled about that. So thank you, Carolyn, for challenging us. Now, so I also completed Whip Go for March, which my Whip Go was Preschooler, which I finished the one Santa, and Christmas Rules. So I'm hoping on Christmas Rules I can pick that up again and finish that, maybe the next pickup. So I completed March Magazine Monthly Challenge and Whip Go, and then we had Easter coming, and I wanted to start something for Easter Sunday. And I had something already picked out, but then, you know how our plans change. And I'm all for that. That's okay. Teresa Kogut posted on Instagram, I believe was the first place I saw it, a free chart that she had made for Stitchy Friends. And Teresa, you were just so dear to do that. And I hopped on that. I just thought it was so pretty. Let me show you. Oh, how he loves us. Is that not beautiful? I just love it with the Easter lilies and that purple floss. I just think it's so pretty. Thank you, Teresa, for giving us this. I will try to link that below. If you go to teresakogut.com, you should be able to find it. But I'll also try to link that below. And I believe I'm stitching this on a Week Style Works. Yes, straw, 36 count. I'm using mostly called for DMC, but I have changed a couple of things. If you need to know, let me know. I'm actually using a Soie d'Alger for the first time. This was one that Kay, hey Kay, from our Wake Forest Library Stitch group, she brought a bunch of silks for us. So generous of you. And we all picked what spoke to us. And I picked out this purple. I just think it's beautiful. Can you see that? So that's what I'm using for the words. Let me show you. I didn't get it finished, but I made some progress. So this was my Easter Sunday start. Oh, how he loves us. Is that pretty? Oh, I just love it. Not sure how I'm going to finish it, but we'll get there when we get there. I really love that. So that was a new start for Easter Sunday. And I also, since I was planning on doing April Magazine Monthly Challenge, I plugged that, oops, let me put this in here. I plugged that into my acrostic for April. Here's my acrostic for April. The theme is down the river, and the acrostic is rowboat. So I used Oh How He Loves Us for the O in boat, B-O, for O, Oh How He Loves Us. and I stitched on that an additional 2 days. So I started it Easter Sunday and then, you know, kept going the Monday and Tuesday of the next week. And I just love that. Let me flip my book over here. And then for April stitching, so that brings us into April. Oh, I did a new start. And it is Sunnyside Sampler by the Drawn Thread. Finally started that. How long have I said I wanted to start this? Well, it started. It took a while to land on the color of the fabric, and you guys helped so much. And I really thank you. And Donna helped when she was here, because I just kept bouncing back and forth and couldn't decide on the floss. Well, y'all remember last time I told you that I contacted Vicki Clayton to see if she had a floss pack. I looked on her website, couldn't find a floss pack. But anyway, so I asked her if she had one or would, you know, and she said, no, but I can do one. So she put together a floss pack for me. So now there's a floss pack if you want to use her silks. And I dearly love her silks. So what I ended up stitching this on is 36 count butterfly tee by Grace Nut Fabrics. It's a very, very pale blue, if y'all remember. And let me show you the chart. This was a new start in April. I hope you can see that. Sunnyside Sampler by the Drawn Thread. And it does have some specialty stitches in it. Mainly, okay, satin stitch for the bee's wings, for the small bird beak. And let's see. And for the large bird beak is a specialty stitch. And for, what is that? It says floral. Gold needlepoint silk, floral stitch, 1 ply. It must be one of the flowers. I bet you it's one of the flowers. It looks like it is. Maybe those daisies. So anyway, I used this for a new start, and then also for my cross stick for April, for the R in rowboat, because the houses are in a row. And I put my Vicki Clayton silks in these little boxes. And I had pulled some extra greens because I have changed a little bit. I changed the greens on the topiary, which I'll show you. The ones that I had, you know, actually called for were a little bit, I wanted a little bit more of a dark, saturated color. Oop, I'm gonna bend my board. See if I can turn this big thing around and show you my start. I was real concerned with the White House. Okay, and it's still in person. You can see it. You can't see it from a great distance. But I called Cross Stitch and Crafts and talked to Amy. They're in Johnson City, Tennessee. I just love that store. I wish it was next door. But anyway, I talked to Amy and I told her my dilemma, and I didn't know what to do about the white. That just didn't seem like it was showing up. So she suggested some DMCs to do a back stitch in. And what she did is she took me from the white that I was using, Vicki's. She chose 3 different ones, and she said, just try one and see if it works for you. And if not, then go back and try another. So the first one I picked that she recommended was 3866. So I just took 1 strand of that and backstitched around the house, and it just brought it up. You could see it. And I was like, yes, thank you, Amy, for letting me know. A couple of the other recommendations was 712 and 822. So if y'all were faced with the same thing, just see, and what she said is just, you know, take the fabric, the floss that you're using and go up 1 shade darker, and that should just highlight it enough without it being, you know, kind of in your face, so that your stitches will show up. So I'm pleased with that, because I really didn't want to buy more fabric. I love this fabric. I wanted to use it. Y'all had recommended it, and Donna had picked it out. And, you know, thought it would be real pretty too. And me too, because it's kind of a faded Carolina blue, which me being a Carolina girl, born and bred, I wanted to use Carolina blue. Sometimes you just want a color, you know? So that was a new start and 2 days on my April acrostic for R for rowboat. And I just love that. I love the drawn thread. Every time I do one of theirs, I just really love it. Now the theme for April acrostic was down the river. And move this over here. I was trying to think, okay, what can I do down the river? Well, animals in the woods, they have to go to the river to drink. Do I have one that has an animal in it that needs to go to the river to drink? And something that I haven't picked up for a while. And I thought, yeah, I can do the fox. So I did the fox. Picked it up for 2 days for the theme. And this is Cottage Garden Samplings. My chart's gotten a little wrinkled there. Sorry about that. And I just always love this fox. I just think he's so stately and aristocratic and pretty. I love the colors. And I enjoy the look of this. I'm stitching this on 36 count Mirage by Picture This Plus with the called for floss. I started this on February the 4th, 2022. Now, I want to say I love the look of this, but if you ask me, do I love stitching it? I'm going to tell you no. The reason has nothing to do with the chart. It has everything to do with the fabric. I love the fabric, but I just can't hardly see it. I take out more than I put in because it's like I just can't see the holes. I think it's because of the darkness of the fabric, but I do love it. I do love it. So in 2 days, what I got done was outlining the tail here and starting to put in this white viney thing that's going to go all the way up his tail. Once I get that white viney, you know, the leaves in, then it'll be, I think, simpler because it's going to be a lot of fill in, even though there's like I think there's 2 colors left up to this point. And then it changes up here. Gets fluffier and brighter. Now, once I get the fox done, I think it's going to be smooth sailing with just the trees and the stars, you know. But it's the fox that's just kicking my butt right now. So I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to give up on it because I love this chart. I just think it's so pretty. Oh, and here are the flosses. Let me show you. Such pretty colors. Such pretty colors. I love the oranges. And with that white pop. Really pretty. So that was my fox going down the river to drink water. The acrostic, the theme. And then, let's see what else I've got here. That's the nice thing about doing these challenges. You pick up more, even though it might be the same things that you're picking up. It's still you're touching them more. Whip Go. I needed to go ahead and get going on my Whip Go. I have 2 things for Whip Go, and the first thing I picked up was number 21, Mice in the Sewing Room. And I have a tendency to take this to the Library Stitch group, but I don't get much done there because I'm talking and just want to see what everybody's doing, and it's fun. Hey, Library Stitchers. Such a great group of people. We are growing too. We had 2 new people join us this past week, and we also had Peg came, and she might be joining us at some point when she's able to get free. So, mice in the sewing room. I got a little bit more progress done on this. Like I said, this is my whip go. I am stitching this on 36 count Affogato by Fiber on a Whim. I just love these. They are so cute. Oh, and I meant to bring the box over. I have a box, a square, beautiful box that, you know, I have a hard time throwing anything away, that we order rough greens for Leo. It's a food supplement for vitamins and minerals that he's not getting in dry food. It's supposed to help him. It's got probiotics and all that in it. But anyway, with the first order, they sent it in this beautiful green box, and I couldn't throw it away. It has a magnetic closure, and I'm not sure if I will leave it green, but I thought, how great would that be for this to be on top of it, and you know, just to finish it on top of that box. And then I could use, I should have brought it over. Hang on just a minute. I'm gonna scoot over here for just a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I have a hard time throwing anything away because you never know when it might be something you use. So this was the box that it came in. Isn't that a nice hard box? And it has this magnetic closure. So if I could just finish that on the top of it, and I don't know if I want to cover it with fabric, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this would look with that. Tell me what you think. And then it's got all this wonderful space inside that I could put, you know, sewing stuff in. Like when I need to go downstairs and work on binding or something like that, and I don't want to take my big basket, I could just bring this and, you know, set it right in my lap. So anyway, it's a thought. So this is the chart, Mice in the Sewing Room by Brenda Gervais. And I noticed that that she uses a lot of the same floss, you know, from one chart to the next. And I like her color choices, I really do. And I am stitching this, like I said, on 36 count Affogato. It's wrinkly because I just took it off. I had it, you know, wrapped up in my bag, but then I put it on the rods to work on. So I got the big spool done, and the first mouse, so she needs whiskers, and then the little string for the tomato that she's got there. We'll need the pins, do the pins on here and the top of that, and I think there's a thread that comes down, and I'm working on this next, the sister mice, and I've got to finish the handle on the scissors there. So I'm getting really close. And here are the flosses. Now I have changed, even though I love her colors, I have changed a couple of the floss choices. Mainly because they weren't showing up quite well on the fabric. Or I didn't have, like, for instance, the light khaki I didn't have, so I'm using bamboo. Pelican gray I didn't have, I'm using muddy puddle. I don't have a lot of Gentle Arts, so I do have some, but I substituted some of those, and then some I'm using the DMC. The Shaker Endive, Gentle Arts, I didn't have that, but I pulled avocado, and I tried it, and I didn't like it. So I switched that for Eve's Leaves, which it shows up. It looks a lot more green here, but on the fabric, it doesn't look that green. You know, when you look at it with 6 strands together, and then you pull one little strand out, it looks a whole lot different. So, and then also on the red, I didn't have chili pepper. So I was going to use barn door, but then the more I looked at it, I wasn't real crazy about that in this particular one because there's a whole lot of variegation in it. So I went up and looked, and I had a Classic Colorworks Licorice Red. So that's what I'm using for the tomato, which I think it shows up nice. But I love the Mountain Mist. Their dresses are Mountain Mist. And that is called for. Everything else is called for. You know, sometimes it's good to use our stash, you know, just use what we can. Something that's close to the called for. But then it seems like we have to adjust a lot because of the fabric. You know, if something doesn't show up, I like for things to show up. So that was my Whip Go number 21. And on Whip Go, I like to allocate 3 days. So if I can spend 3 days on them, I feel better about that. And then my the last thing I have worked on since we last met is my Sunday stitch. Now I haven't gotten to this every single Sunday because if I was working on something that I wanted to go ahead and accomplish my goal, or like Easter Sunday, I wanted to do Oh How He Loves Us, so I didn't work on it then. And I just keep, you know, working away on heartstring samplery, Beth Twist. I will cling to the old rugged cross. I love these charts so much. And I wasn't going to use the called for. I was just pulling, you know, some of the called for I had. And I started to work on the flowers. I told y'all that. And the called for is Concord. And what I had was just not working. It was too dark. So I ordered the Concord, and I love it. I'm so glad that I went ahead and ordered what was called for on that. Oh, this is all twisted up. Hang on, let me show you what I got here. Now, I did make some progress on this. So get the words in. I would cling to the old rugged cross. I got the vines going across the top and starting to work down here. So all that's left is finishing off this group of leaves and this group of leaves. And then there's a small little line that goes in between the two leaves there. And I'll be finished with this one. So I'm really happy. And I think I told y'all before that I was stitching this on the 40 count flax, and I didn't like it, but I do like it. It's just the holes are little. So, you know, if I can work on it when it's really light or bring my light down to it better and use my computer reading glasses, then I do better with it. So I probably will continue to use 40 count floss, you know, depending on what it is. So I don't want to not recommend something to you guys and then, you know, later find out that I like it when, you know, you might like it too. So anyway, that's my old rugged cross. I do have some yellow to put in those little things right there, little buds. And these are the same on both sides. So I just need to be careful to get them all even. And so far, I think I'm doing pretty good. So that is my stitching, guys. I have had a lot of fun. And I'm going to continue on with the acrostic for April. Yeah, I have a couple, you know, my plans are, the Whip Go number 18 is Jeanette Douglas Specialty Stitches, the class I took at Jingle Ball. So that is a little one. I'm hoping I can, you know, knock that out in should be able to knock that out in 3 days, unless I get hung up on the specialty stitches and have an issue. And so I'm going to continue with that. The Magazine Monthly Challenge for April, I still have the O, which I'm going to do, I receive a kit every month from Heartstring. Oh no, that's not the right name. Heartland Quilting. Jamie and Terry, they have a wonderful online shop and Etsy shop, and I signed up for the their quilting Kim deal, the small stitches, minis, and so I'm getting those every month. I haven't done a single one of them. So one of the goals for April, the O for receiving it once a month, is I want to do a quilting mini. Or start, even if I just for 2 days, pull it out, get all the pieces pressed, get ready to cut. Even if I don't get any piecing done, I just want to start opening up the packages and start, heading in that direction. So I think I am going to add quilting to my challenges as well. And then I have the W in Rowboat, which I'm going to use that for white, which what is white? Snow is white. And I'm going to stitch 2 days on Christmas rules, and maybe I'll get that finished, maybe. And then I have a new start, and I'll show y'all that in my and what's been purchased here. It's Spring Serenade, and that's all DMC, so that shouldn't be hard to kit up. I don't know what I'm going to stitch it on yet. And then what's left, and that's for the Spring Serenade, there's a bird in it, so it's the B for the boat. And then I have A and T, so I'm going to do Love Abide for 2 days. Get a little more progress on that, maybe get some of that tree done. And then 2 days on a forest group. So get me a little bit more progress. That's what we're trying to do here. So it's a lot of fun. I do have a new start in May, and that's with some of the good ladies, sweet ladies from Wake Forest Library Group. We're going to start the Smith Sampler. I think Deborah, hey Deborah, I think she's already started it. But anyway, we're talking about starting it on May 1st. And Deborah, I think the last time you were there, you might have left before we decided on when to start. I think that's what happened. Because I know we talked about it, but you might have already been gone. So I'm looking into, getting a Zoom, and maybe we can get together and start it with a Zoom. Is that silly? I don't know, but I think it would be fun. So if any of y'all would like to start the Smith Sampler with us May 1st, let me know, and I'll send you a link to the Zoom if I can figure out how to do it. All these new challenges, I love it. And I think that's my plans. Yep, that's my plan. So when Peter gets back, we're going to get together, and we'll talk about a whole bunch more stuff. Okay? See you in a little bit. Happy Easter. We're a little bit past that, but we wanted to wish everybody, we hope you had a wonderful Easter.
Yes.
We had a really nice Easter Sunday.
We did.
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, we had breakfast at church, which we've done that a couple of years now, which has been really nice. And then we went over to my sister's, and my family got together.
Yeah,
and we
visiting
had
with family. It's been a long time since we were able to get together. We had a great time.
A great time. Everybody brought food, and we all enjoyed that very much in each other's company. So I hope y'all had a wonderful Easter. This might be a little while, so go grab you a beverage of your choice. I'm having a coffee. I need it this afternoon because this has been a full day for me.
Well, she had a ladies' Bible study called D Group this morning, and then she had therapy, discipleship group.
Yeah. So I didn't get home until 3:30, I think it was, and I had lunch when I got home. Now I need coffee because I'm going to fall asleep.
And I've been working out in the garage all day.
He's been working.
So, but that's okay. We're glad to be here. Got a bunch of stuff to share with you all.
Bunch to show, yeah.
And so, any shout outs or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a couple. Last video when Donna was here, we, we're thinking maybe with Donna we might be able to do a video here and there, maybe once a month. I mean, I'm not sure how it'll work out, but whenever she's able to come, she is welcome to come and share her stuff with us, because I know y'all fully enjoyed her being here, and I did too. But anyway, we asked if y'all would give us some name suggestions when Donna does come. We had some great name suggestions, and we thank you guys. Let's see, Kathy S. said loony ladies. Kathy, I think you hit the nail on the head on that
name
one.
or description.
Yeah. Merritt. Yeah, you gave us Carolina's Stitch Duo. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. And Robin suggested Southern Belle Stitchers, which that was good, Robin. Yeah. Or Friends Count. You know, I really like that. I think that's a good, yeah.
Those are going to be hard to choose from.
I know. So thanks for all the great ideas, and just keep them coming because we're not sure what we're going to end up with, but I'm sure we'll come up with something.
Great ideas. Oh, boy, you're a creative bunch of folks.
Very creative. Yeah. So I don't know if you want to help me read off some of these comments that we got.
That presumes I can read your writing.
I'm writing pretty good. I went through with. Okay. Anyway, last time me and Donna were talking about the Smith sampler and how we were wanting to start that. Matter of fact, we're starting it May 1st. So that's in part of my plans, or some of the Wake Forest Library Stitchers group, some of it are going to be starting that. And I know Susie and a couple of others, Diane, y'all were starting, Teresa Kogut have already started it. So it's fun to be able to stitch stuff together, even though we're in different places. But anyway, I had mentioned that Kim had said that she had stitched that, and she's shown it. It's on her wall. And I thought that she had used the DMC, but thank you, Kim, for letting me know that you used the silks. It is just beautiful. So I'm using Vicki Clayton's silks on that, and I can't wait to get started. Yeah. And then Krista, thanks for letting us know, and I'll be sure to let Donna know about the Cedar River linen, that they have 20 count Ada. So that's good to know. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. Kathy N, this is funny. Kathy, you cracked me up with this. You asked if we had heard a big crash. And I didn't, but now I'm going to start listening. She said, if so, that was her falling off the Don't Buy Anything wagon. Yeah. And the reason was Donna had shown her Carolyn Manning Beachcomber. Uh-oh. And Kathy got inspired. She got inspired and she went and got it. And so she's gonna be stitching that. So that's fun. And it is beautiful. It's definitely beach, ocean colors. I pulled out the only Carolyn Manning I know. I wanted to show you all this because I think it's beautiful. And I'm gonna have to start it someday. It's the Shooting Star Collection Peacock Topaz.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness.
Almost looks like a kaleidoscope.
Yeah, it looks like a quilt. Hers always.
Quilt. Yeah, it's actually, I see stars in it.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. I love those colors. The more I go, the more I like lavenders and purples and that green combination with it. Yeah. And this brings in that blue too, which is really, really, really pretty.
Very pretty.
So Donna might have inspired more than just, she might have inspired two Kathys, right, Kathy? Let's see, who else? Patty. I met Patty at the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit Zoo.
I remember when you did that, yeah.
And she's going to be doing it again, Patty, and I can't wait. We'll be there together, so we'll have to get and chat and while we're there. That'll be a lot of fun. Molly asked if we had any suggestions on making it easier to stitch with silk. And I do have a couple of things, and I actually tried this on the tail ends of some Vicki Clayton silk and also one Soie d'Agé that I used. And I took beeswax, and I keep them in this little Altoids box wrapped in wax paper, and you just kind of run the thread through it, the floss through it, and then run your finger over it to get any excess off. And I actually just did the ends, because the ends is what I was having a little bit of problem with. And
that could last a long time then if you just do the ends.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to last a long time, but it kind of cuts down in there a little bit, and it gets this is natural beeswax.
He thinks it's something to chew on.
Leo is very interested.
Yeah. You approve? Inspection okay?
He's licking his lips. But anyway, Brenda had suggested this from Amazon, and I went and got a box of it, and I think there's 6 or 8 per box. Yeah. So
lifetime supply.
Yeah, lifetime supply. I shared some with Donna. I need to take it to my stitching group and see if anybody else would like to use it. Mm-hmm. I'm a little leery of using it on the whole strand of silk because I just don't know how it will do.
Imagine make the thread slide easier between the thread.
Yeah. Well, it makes it more not so curly and not. Silk seems to have a tendency to have a lot of electricity in it. So I don't know, but try that and then let me know what you think, Molly. I wanted to thank y'all too for your input on the fabric selection for the Sunnyside sampler by the Drawn Thread. Me and Donna had concurred that the blue was good, and then I heard from a lot of you guys that you like the blue, and that's what I decided to go with. And you'll see that in my whip section because I did start it. It was a new start, and I wanted to say hey to Sandy. Sandy Alba with Stitching with Sandy. I'll link her FlossTube below. She's got a great FlossTube. But her latest one, she mentioned us on there. She gave us a shout out. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
And she was talking about Sandy had won the Amazing Grace chart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
good,
by
good.
Beth Twist, Heartstring Sampler.
That's a nice one.
And she got it in, and she said, when she watched the FlossTube and you were singing Amazing Grace, she had never heard that rendition before. And you really, it just, knocked your socks off. You liked it. Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you for that. And she said now when she stitches that, she's going to think about her old memories of, the traditional Amazing Grace when you're in the church. And she's also going to think about you.
There you go. Hey.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. That's
good.
Thank you.
So when the last time Peter was here, we had quite a few giveaways, and we did do the random name generator. Random comment generator, and we wanted to announce the winners.
The winners are. Okay.
I'll let you read that. And this is what she won.
Okay.
And I'll pull it out.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. This one first one is the winner is Linda Hollingsworth.
For the calendars.
$24.95 for the calendars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stitching with the housewives.
Purple, pink, green, blue. Those are different colors there.
Yeah, it's just the calendar sheet because you can only win one thing.
Okay.
So, Linda, I'm going to get these out to you. I've got your address, unless you've moved.
Yeah.
So we will get this out to you.
Just bought some more postage yesterday, so you should be good.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Linda.
And then the next one
is... Oh, you're going to show me holding up. You guys can read it then.
Cut and press.
Yeah, cut and press is...
did you hold it up?
I did, but I don't think I saw it right there. I was holding it like this.
Okay.
All right. Was it Karen in Ohio?
Karen in Ohio, 1346.
Yep. Yeah.
You won the cut and press by, it's Emma Laurie Holt.
Okay.
And it's at Karen in Ohio.
Alrighty. We need your address now, eh?
So we need your address, and our email will be in the drop down below. It's petesbeeskeps@gmail.com. But if you don't catch that on this, it'll be in the drop down below. Okay. Well, thank y'all for playing along. Let's see, we got more.
Oh, great, but I think there's more.
And this is.
Okay, here.
You do it.
Okay, this one goes to Edith McClanahan at $12.91.
And you won all these, Edith.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Chicken tags.
Chicken.
Okay.
Laurie Holt Chicken Club.
Nice.
And there's a bunch of them here. I know there's a couple missing, but there's a bunch. So we hope you enjoy these. I do need, Edith, I'm not sure if I have your address or not, so email me your address, okay?
Yeah, be good, yeah.
And we'll hold that up just so she can see it again.
Edith, there you go. Hold that up for you there, dear. All right, hope you can see that okay. All right.
Congratulations, Edith.
Yep, Edith, next one is Heather Ellis, 13.
And we definitely have Heather. Oh, no, wait, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. Ruh-roh. I'm going to get myself fired.
Oh. Okay, who got this one?
Okay,
wait a minute. Okay.
We are a well-oiled machine here.
Linda, Karen, Heather. Oh, Heather. He got this wrong.
Oh man, I quit.
Heather, you won some of the floss. So we will get some floss to you, and I have your address, so you don't need to send your address.
Yeah, wake me up when it's over. I'm done.
So Heather Ellis, and then Edith McClanahan won the chickens, and then, okay, wait. Yes. Oh my goodness! Well, who won home? Okay, we're missing one.
No, and me.
What? Calendar, press, pink.
That all you got there?
Chicken. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure who won this one.
So you know who you are. Just send us your address, and
I don't know.
everybody who sends your address is going to get one.
And then also this one can't. Okay, so.
Oh, you're going to let me read that?
Yes, please read that.
All right. Can't count for Stitch. How about that? That's a neat one.
Can't count for Stitch.
Can't count for Stitch. Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken patterns for Denise, right?
Well, you are so curious. Look at that.
And
What
he's got to
is
give
that?
his stamp of approval before he gets shipped out there.
So we're going to take this floss and we're going to split it between Can't Count for Stitch. You need to email me your address and Heather Ellis.
Yep. And pull that up there for you so you can see, so you know we're not just pulling your leg.
And there was one more here, but I don't know where it is. It was the wreath. Okay, well, I got lost somewhere. Oh, sorry about that. I must not have printed it. That was me. Okay, so congratulations. And
we'll figure out who that is, though. We'll get that.
Right,
we'll
right. Yeah. Well, we'll do it on the next one. I guess that will be the way to do it.
Make them wait a long time.
Well, I don't know where it is. And it's downstairs on the computer, and you don't want me to stop and go downstairs.
No, but I'm saying we could go ahead and do it. You can send them a message. Okay. Or we can wait.
Okay.
Whatever.
See, okay, yeah. Anyway, we do have an announcement we were going to announce a giveaway. We'll go ahead and talk about that now. We're not going to have one for this video, but we are so close to 1.5 thousand subscribers.
That's a big deal for us.
Big deal for us. Yeah, can't believe it. Wow.
Thank you so much for everybody who hits that like button.
Oh, yeah.
Or follows.
Yeah, so we're really excited about that. For 25 FlossTubes, I feel pretty good about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when we hit 1.5, we're going to have a really nice giveaway, and it's going to be some of Peter's woodworking.
Yeah, it'll be
and also
not just one
some
thing,
of my
but
stuff. So
yeah. We'll make a big party out of it.
Yeah, we'll make a big party out of it. I would love to ask y'all some questions too. Of when did you start stitching? I would love to find out that when you started stitching, and were you self-taught or did someone teach you? And who is your favorite designer? So let us know some of those. Maybe we can get some conversations going in the comments. Anyway, Peter has a bunch of stuff over here he's going to show you. I've already shown you my whips. I do have some FFOs to show you, but I've been talking, so I'm going to swing it over to Peter.
Okay, all right.
And let him talk for a little while, and then I'll share some.
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks. I do have an FFO I'd like to show. I don't think I've ever showed this before, but I had a piece of actually this is crepe myrtle and walnut, and this comes from several years ago. In fact, I had to dust it off and polish it up again here to show it, but I was just playing around with a little design, and I made my little flying saucer bowl with a top on it.
Isn't that cute?
It can't hold too much. You can throw a few marbles in there, maybe some coins or something like that, or ashes and somebody you didn't like. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, just a little, but this is a nice piece of crepe myrtle. Probably one of the few pieces that I've got that I didn't have crack on me 6 ways to Sunday. Yeah. But was sitting around the house, and I thought, I never have actually showed this, but
I really like the shape of that.
Yeah, it's more just for display than any functional use or anything like that. So I've got other pieces down there. I got a big old bowl. I use it to block the doorway. It's a bowl. It's a boat anchor is what it is, but shaped up nicely. Looked like an
old-fashioned
bottle or something like that. But anyway, so I got that. It's a FFO. How about that?
FFO.
This was before I don't even have my name or anything on the bottom of this.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since. Didn't really start doing that until they started.
We weren't petesbeeskeps back then.
We weren't petesbeeskeps back then, but so that's a FFO. The rest I got stuff is Hall and stuff like that. So you want to show your FFO?
I would love to.
All right, want to pass the furry football to me?
We're playing with the football, Donna.
I know how much Donna loves this part.
Tell you, this is the way you work up your muscles. Finally, I got to finish an FFO.
Yeah, very nice
on JBW Antique Red Rooster Sampler. And I wanted to put glass on it because this is going to go in the kitchen. And this was a frame that I bought at Goodwill for a whopping $2.99.
She's a big spender.
$2.99. And I thought when I was looking to see if I could find anything that would fit, I thought, well, maybe that'll work. So I gave it a shot, and it looks like it was made for it. It really does. Just a little bit to spare around here. And it's cherry. It's a nice piece of wood. And I thought, well, do I want to paint it? And I debated and I said, no, I'm not going to paint cherry.
Not cherry, yeah.
Some woods I think you can paint, but not cherry. Yeah. And I was going to throw the glass away because I, didn't think I would use the glass, but I saved it. And then when I thought about, framing this in it, I pulled the glass out and I said, that's it. That's what I'll use it for. So it's in there, and it's in there tight. And I did, the paper on the back. And I bought these from Amazon. And they're just little index card sleeves. And they have sticky on the back. So it kind of preserves what it is, all the information that you want on it. I know Laurie Holt has the library cards that you can buy that are, a great idea. But these are so inexpensive, and you can take the card out and you can add more information or whatever.
Very nice, very nice. Yep.
I've got a little bit back here I need to re-glue because it didn't quite. Yeah. Anyway, so that's Red Rooster Sampler, Antique Red Rooster Sampler by JBW Designs. And I'm holding this chart for you, Merritt. Whenever you get situated, let me know and I'll get it sent your way because I know you said you wanted to stitch it.
Pretty one, pretty. I like that variegated thread there.
I do too. I like the variegated thread. Oh, it was, excuse me. I still have a cough. You know how it is when you have a cold. That's the last thing.
Last thing to go.
Last thing to go. I do have an FO. Can I show my FO?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
This is Christmas Rules. The last time I showed this, I said the next time I pick it up, I should be able to get a finish on it. And I picked it up because of Magazine Monthly Challenge. I used the W for white, which what is white but snow? And the W was in Rowboat. That was the
Rowboat. Oh,
Rowboat. Yeah. So this is by Primrose Cottage Stitchers, and I stitched it on 40 count Stormy Night, which I really like Stormy Night. It's a it's a gray mottled. It's like the French. It's like the vintage country mocha, but it's gray. And I got it finished, and I think it's so cute. You were interested too? Oh, that's not it.
No, not unless you did it with the invisible thread. Threads are so clear you can't even see the stitch.
Oh, you have to really use your imagination on that one. Oh, silly, silly, goofy.
There you go.
This is it. There it is. It's all finished. So, all I had left to do was the eyes and the button on the snowman, and this border right here, and then the believe, this little section down here. So I got that done in just one day. And last time when Donna was here, she had suggested maybe finishing this as a small wall hanging. And I think that might be what I'm going to do. I've got this fabric that is from Moda, and it's the Country Christmas by Bunny Hill Designs. And look, it's this cute. There's some really cute snowmen and little sheep And I really like this one with the snowmen and the holly. So I think I might make half square triangles or 4 patches or 9 patches or something just to go around that as like a border. Pretty little holly to go around. So I think this would work because it's got gray, cream, and red. What you think?
It's good.
It's good.
Nice material. Should be a lot of fun working with that.
So that was one FFO. That was the only FO that I've had. I have 2 more FFOs, but do you want to show something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started cutting up some wood there this week. I had gotten some wood a few months ago, or sometime last year. Some specifically European hackberry. So I started cutting into that now, and it just seems to be primo. And I took one of the logs I had. I took a big slab of it, and I'm going to show you the grain on this. That doesn't really look maybe necessarily real great, but let me show you a little trick here. Whenever I want to see how wood looks like after it's finished, I do this little trick here. I'll just spraying water on it. It's not dripping all over everything, but it's just water. And it gives you an idea what it's going to look like when it's all shined up and everything. Of course, that's not smooth, but this European hackberry, it's spalted, and it's got such beautiful grain in here. I've got some really nice chunks that I want to make some Tiny Town spools, and I could also do Becca spools and other things as well too. In fact, I think I got a big enough slab where I may be able to do a scissor caddy as well.
Oh, that would be nice.
So I'm hoping to get a lot of these things put in the shop here pretty soon. I know I've been catching up a lot of work the last month or so.
Very busy. And
I'm about caught up now, so I can start focusing back on the shop again and getting some things in there so that things that people may have some interest in and that kind of thing. But that hackberry was such pretty wood that I'm so glad to get a chance to cut into it. I think it's been, almost maybe a little over a year since I got that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Been up in storage and that kind of stuff. So, it's good to break stuff out and see what we got. Sometimes it's like, I find something new that I forgot about even. And what a blessing that is, such as this little piece of poplar that I found up there too. It just laying up there all lonely by itself. I know it's poplar because it's got a green little shock going through it there as well. And this one is almost like I can almost make a scissor caddy out of this with leaving some of the natural edge. Wouldn't that be nice to have that?
That would be pretty, yes.
And I don't know what that would look like. Let me see if I put a little moisture on that so they can see how that looks as well too. And if I can hold it up right.
Nice thing about tulip poplar, it has a greenish tint to it.
Yeah.
I think it would be pretty even to finish. Some of these that you've just got the bark, kind of want to do a cross stitch finish on it.
Okay.
Where the cross stitch doesn't cover the whole thing by any means, but just a portion.
Yeah.
And then all this would come through. And
that's a great idea. Yeah. And I've got a lot of material out there that I could do that. So if I get that cut up and organized and get that in the shop. Yeah. And maybe some of these other people too might have some creative ideas as well.
That's true.
And that I know I've got a piece of mango wood waiting for me out there in the garage.
I know.
That a very special person sent us that from Hawaii.
Yeah.
And so I want to do something special for her too.
Yeah.
From Maui.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I got this is kind of a funny FFO. I buy these labels that have, petesbeeskeps on it, and they're on this roll. And I used up one of the rolls. And I just was left with this little ring. And I was getting ready to throw it away. And I thought, wow, that's really sturdy, and strong, and what a great size. And maybe I should keep that.
Creative juices start flowing there.
I'm a bad one for not wanting to throw anything away because you just never know when you might be able to do something.
That's right. But
anyway,
you're not really a pack rat though either. I mean,
no, I'm not
everything
a pack
you save is for a design purpose.
Yeah, eventually I hope to use it. And if not, I need to do like my sister Karen. She is so good about just not in use, throw it away. Anyway, last year, I had been at a retreat at the craft gallery retreat, and everybody was talking about stitching over one on 28 or 32, so I got intrigued by that, and I wanted to try it. So I came home, and I pulled out Blackbird Designs book, Souvenirs of Summer, and I love this picture on the front, this stitch on the front, not knowing that it was over one, and I went to it and it was over one. Here's a closer, but I mean it fit. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
So yeah, I decided I was going to try that. I didn't have all the called for, but I had, you know, what I thought was close. So I decided to stitch it on 28 count. And this was the stitch. So I finished the stitch, and it's hung on my design wall for a good little while. But I thought, golly, that looks like that might fit. I held this up to it, over it, and
what do you know?
It looked like it would fit. So I thought, well, you know, that looks kind of like maybe a pillbox. Yeah. So anyway, I decided to give it a try. Never finished anything like this before. So I just used some nice red fabric, kind of patriotic color, and made like a little sleeve that fit down over it, okay? And then did a bottom, just like Vanna Pfeiffer shows you. And I used mat board for that because it was a little bit stronger. And then I wasn't sure how to do the top because, you know, this part was showing through, and Peter suggested, using indelible marker, you know, a permanent marker.
Paint the red there.
So we did that. I did that, and then I thought, well, I don't want that ink to get residing on, you know, once it, So I made another little layer there, and then glued this to the top of that. So now it kind of looks like a little pillbox. And I do want to get some Lady Dot Creates, maybe some mini Rick Rack, I think that's what they call it, Rick Rack, to go around in a blue or a gold. I didn't get it perfectly round, but you know, I'm not trying to win any prizes for my finishing. So I think he's really cute. Yeah,
it's great. Very
lightweight, and it's done, except for, you know, if I wanted to finish it. But what I did, I didn't realize I put this on it, and I was, you know, getting it down, getting it all, set it in there, and then I realized that I had done it right at the seam. So the front was showing with the seam. So I pulled it apart real quick before it set.
There you go.
And repositioned it.
It works so much better.
I think it works okay. So anyway, that's one FFO.
Cool beans. Nice.
And then my other is Teteleste.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I finished that. I ordered a frame from Signed and Numbered on Etsy. Signed and Numbered. And they were very efficient, fast. I ordered it on the 17th. They had it ready to ship on the 29th, which I think is pretty good turnaround time.
Yeah.
And I wanted something that would kind of depict an old rugged cross, you know, because that's what it's about. So this is my framed finish.
Beautiful.
And a signed and numbered frame of, this is barnwood, antique barnwood, in a natural, this is rustic cedar, no finish. And it was a specific size. It wasn't something I could just go to Hobby Lobby and get.
Yeah.
And it comes so nice. I mean, and they send you the mat board. They send this backing for you. Already has the little, you know, pieces that you can set it in place with. I put one of my labels in the back, and it already comes with a hanger, and they don't know which way you're going to hang it, so they go ahead and put two hangers on there, which I think is great.
Yep, gives you full range of
yeah
motion there, or setting it up.
So that's my Teteleste.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Beautiful job.
Yeah, and I was showing Barbara the other night, and I was looking at it, and I said, oh my gosh, I missed something.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Well, guess what? I didn't.
It's in the planned, right?
I went to the chart, and it's like that on the chart.
Uh-huh.
So if you stitch this and you stitch it according to the chart, it's going to look like you missed a stitch. But if if it bugs you, then go ahead stitch it in. Evidently didn't bug me because I didn't stitch it in.
I would never noticed it until you pointed it out.
So now that we've shown you this, we can hang it in our living room.
Nice.
And I pinned it, stretched it and pinned it. And I used a little bit of batting. I think I just used one leg. I didn't want it to be real padded, but I wanted just a little bit of a softness behind so it didn't slip. So I'm really, really happy with that.
Okay.
So that is it for me. Okay. And I'll link signed and numbered down below. And I guess their Instagram is @builtfromwood also. So I'll link them down below.
Wonderful. I'm gonna have to recount on that. Cup of coffee there. Like we'll get a cup and be right back.
How you're getting real sleepy. Well, you want to pause it?
Yeah, I'll pause it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peter got a cup of coffee, so he won't fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just been a long day. That's all. We feel kind of run down a little bit here, but it's
both of us are working out.
Yeah, it's warm out now. We're getting adjusted to the weather, and I don't like the hot weather. The warmer weather,
yeah.
Hey, nothing I can do about it. So.
And the pollen count has been. We thought that we were kind of coming to the end of it, but went out this morning, to head out to my Bible study, and the car was just covered. And you can just feel it. You can feel it. I can feel it heavy in my lungs.
Yeah, it affects her a lot worse than it does me. But
it does.
As a matter of fact, it used to never really actually bother me, but this year it has.
Yeah. I don't know if that's what was going on with us, if it was pollen reaction to that or what, but yeah. Anyway, while Peter got his coffee, I thought I would draw the name of who won the wreath. We had these two for our giveaway, and I didn't print it. Sorry about that. Anyway, so guess who it is? Lynn Ellis. Yeah. So Lynn and Heather, I've got your address. I'm going to send it together to you if that's okay in the same.
There you go.
Same envelope. So thank you for winning, for playing along, and congratulations on the win. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's always fun to do that. So let's see. Where were we? What were we talking about? Since I recorded that last Saturday, I had one that I was going to do. I told you I wanted to do a new start on. Well, I've started it, so I thought I would go ahead and show you what it is. And this was also part of my haul. Our Stitchy friends on Instagram, they had showed this in some comments. And this is a Etsy store called Heart Song Stitchery and Dye Works, and this is a chart that she released called Spring Serenade. This is not indicative of the colors. Our printer just does not do justice.
Well, we got that. But
you get an idea of the beauty of her design with the bird. So I found an opportunity to start this month in my magazine monthly challenge, and I used the bee and rowboat for the bird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the colors on this, when I pulled the DMC, I was just like, oh my goodness. There's a good many of us that are stitching this on Instagram with Kim. I think she's already started on it. Krista said she was going to get started on it. I'm not sure who else, and I need to post pictures, you guys. I'm so bad about posting pictures on Instagram.
Crack that whip.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, these are the DMC colors. Look how beautiful.
They're very vibrant.
They're very vibrant. Talk about spring, beautiful spring colors. So I'm just thrilled to get going on this. Isn't that pretty?
Very nice indeed.
So anyway, I got a small start, and I love this vase. This is the vase. Isn't that a beautiful color? I am stitching this on 36 count lamb's wool by X Jude Designs. And I got to start on that flower. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah. I'd like to get back to it. I'm enjoying the magazine monthly challenge. It's really nice. Yeah. So anyway, that was another new start for this month.
Very good.
I love those new starts.
You know, our printer should supposed to be able to print out like photo quality type things.
Well, it wasn't a real expensive printer.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, so I guess the next thing we want to do is our investments.
Investments, okay. We have had quite a bit of investments. Yeah. Got a bunch of woods out there in the shed right now that I've actually...
I know.
And stuff we ordered from other lumber mills. We finally got a hold of cherry.
Yeah.
4x4 cherry. Yeehaw!
Yeah. Went on to one of our wood suppliers, and he wasn't, and I didn't have, and I called him. One day we called him, and he said, I should be getting some in next month, but just check back. So I kept checking back, and one morning I went in and looked, and he had gotten some in stock.
Yep.
And I went and told Peter, and we bought out.
We snagged them, every last one of them. So.
Oh, yeah, that was quite an investment for us.
But that's okay. I've already started cutting a bunch of tiny towns in maple and cherry in preparation for the shop and for our trip to Florida and anything else that comes up in between.
In between, so, for tiny towns and knitting needles.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So... Do you want me to show some of the haul here though, or this?
If you want to, and I've got haul too, but
okay.
Right. Show some.
Well, let me just show you this brick here first. That's
not actually haul, but that's you got that haul from your shop.
It was haul at one time.
Yeah, at one time.
And I'm going to show it now as haul. So I declare the haul. Anyway, some of the wood that I've been cutting here again. It's a nice piece of. Maple spalted cherries.
Oh, that's cherry.
This is cherry, and it is a heavy chunk of wood. I kind of wonder if I could split that right in half and make 2 scissor caddies out of it. This is kind of the ancient cherry that Don Thompson gave us. Which was not full of worms and that. This stuff comes from a tree that my friend had cut down. My goodness, that tree must have been a sapling back during the Civil War or something. And wow, it's been such beautiful wood to cut into. So I wanted to show you that. I was actually able to mill it because it's dry enough now for me to work with.
I didn't realize that was
Check out how heavy that is.
Yes, that's beautiful.
That's a boat anchor right there, I tell you.
Yeah.
So.
You just don't see spalted cherry very much.
No. Well, that tree had been out there for quite a while, falling down, laying on the ground. Yeah. So I'm lucky to get out of it what I did.
Yeah, and you've got some pretty pieces out of it.
I did. Yeah. There'll be some more pieces. So you'll see them in our shop when they come. In fact, as I get that work, and we'll next future floss tubes, show you the progress of that as well too.
Okay. So. If y'all hear some commotion back here, it's Leo.
Leo's making his bed, or so he thinks. Yeah.
One of 4 beds. I mean, it's Anyway, so we do have some. You want me to show some stitchy kindness?
Sure, do that. Yeah, that's great.
Tammy, hey Tammy. Tammy had one of our giveaways, and you didn't have to do this, Tammy, but it's so beautiful. Thank you. She sent this beautiful card, and I wanted to show it. It came like this. It's just so pretty. I wanted to leave it just the same way she had sent it. Isn't that pretty?
That's a nice touch.
Nice thoughtful card.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then some of her handiwork.
There's more inside, yeah.
Yes, handiwork.
Did a nice wrapping job on that as well, too. Oh, look at that.
Look how pretty.
Oh, I love that. In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus. I like it.
Isn't that beautiful?
In the morning when I rise.
Yeah. Isn't that gorgeous?
Beautiful. Oh, you did a great job on that, too.
That's beautiful, Tammy.
Beautiful.
Quilting and everything. I told her these were too pretty for us to use. And joy comes in the morning. Look at that
they are.
house.
You don't want to put anything on top of these things.
Look how beautiful.
We need to put them in a frame and hang them up on the wall. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, I
That's
think.
pretty work.
Isn't that pretty?
Beautiful, nice combination of stitching and cross stitching.
And then the message too. I just love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tammy. You do beautiful work.
Yep, nice, Tammy.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
We shall cherish these things.
So I've had these in my bucket that, you know, put stuff in before so we can show you, and then now I'll be able to put it out and enjoy it. Yes, thank you so much.
How about that, eh?
And then I went to Stitch, my library, Wake Forest Library Stitch group, and Peg, who I met there, she brought several charts and asked if anybody wanted it. And nobody spoke up for this one, so I love Karen Kluba and Rosewood Manor. And it's As You Sow, and this is an older chart, 2010.
Wow.
And it's a big chart, but I think these flower vases are just gorgeous. I love them. And I think they would be so pretty just stitched individually. I hope the sun coming in is not too bright.
Okay.
Maybe it's okay. Kind of looks like we're glowing.
Yeah. The electricity, we both took a shower, washed our hair.
Yeah.
And we got the frizzies.
But thank you, Peg. Appreciate that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very pretty.
Boy,
I love Karen
what a
Kluba.
blessing.
Yeah.
As you sow, so shall you reap.
Yeah. And I got my quilt monthly from
Fix.
Heartland Quilting Fix. Yeah. So I'm in this Kim Deal, the Minis Club. And so each month I get a kit of smalls. And this is so pretty. Look at that. So I put this on my magazine monthly challenge. I want to start on one of these because I've gotten like 3 or 4 and I haven't started on them. So.
Just got to get around to it.
Terry and Jamie, here's their Simple White Knots Club. That's what it is, Heartland Quilting. They do a great job. Aren't they beautiful fabrics?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. So, do you want me to keep going, or do you want to show some of your stuff?
Let me show one other thing here too. In addition to that, all this I've found some cedar, Western red cedar that I cut up last week. I've been sitting in the driveway for a while, and it had dried enough. And this is what it looks like here now. What I want to do is make some tiny towns. If I don't have any tiny towns with these. And this is not like of a consistent nature where I'll get this type of cedar this size all the time. It's just kind of a one-off. If somebody orders it, and if I have it, I can fulfill that order, or we'll put it in the shop and it'll be there.
Beautiful wood.
Yeah, it is beautiful cedar, and some of the nicest aromatic scents. A lot of people use cedar for smoking their meats.
Yeah.
Along with other woods, but it's too nice to burn up and smoke. I think I don't care how good the meat tastes.
Cedar plank salmon.
Cedar plank salmon. Well, that's I mean.
You don't care for that because you're not a salmon person. I love salmon.
Yeah.
We did that one year for my brother's birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
We had cedar plank salmon.
Still got the planks down. They have not rotted.
Yeah. You soak them in water. I can't remember if it's salt water.
Briny.
Yeah, salt water. So the wood doesn't burn. And you just throw it right on the grill.
It's amazing how much heat it puts up with too.
Yeah. I got my Vicki Clayton's silks in, and I thought I would show y'all. This is the DMC, the monthly, and then these are the variegated flosses.
So what are those, like the Cadillac of flosses?
Oh, they're beautiful. They're silk. Yeah. I would say so, yes.
Cool.
And her pricing is amazing.
Sweet.
Her quality is fabulous. And she is just very knowledgeable about what she does. So I like Vicki's product very much.
Very good, very good.
I did order some 20 count marbled bunny X-Jude design, and this came. I just think that's so pretty. And I want to start, stitching on 20 count. I think Donna's kind of gotten me
inspired.
And I've done some on 20 count. X-Jude design always smells so good.
Yeah.
I don't know what she washes her
sure smells nice though.
But it smells so good. And I got that from Kitten Stitcher, and she always sends not always, but most of the time she'll send a little extra sticker.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? So you can put that in your book of days or whatever form calendar you have.
Bumper sticker.
Bumper sticker.
No.
Yep.
Just kidding.
I had asked to change my color and cotton monthly from a 36 count because I was getting so much 36 count, and I thought I'm just never going to be able to use all that, to I wanted a 20 count Ada. They didn't have 20 count Ada, so I changed it to 18 count. And I'm going to hurry so you don't go to sleep. Okay. But anyway, this is 18 count buttermilk.
I'm sorry. Oh, folks, you're giving myself a bad reputation here.
Yeah.
I went in spirit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spirit's willing, but the flesh is weak.
So I've got one more month to get of the 18 count, and then she's going to switch it back for me. And that was just so nice of her. I emailed her, and she said yes, she would do that. So I really do appreciate it. Do you want to show something, and then I'll finish out?
Okay,
with
I'll be glad to.
Stuff.
I'll be glad to. I had an order for a scissor caddy I made out of Purple Heart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I made one. There, this is it. There's all the pieces of it. Lovely piece of Purple Heart. I like how this really comes out so shiny and whatnot. And
wow.
That's the bottom of it there with our little symbol.
Oh, Peter, that's beautiful.
This is the nicest piece of Purple Heart. It's smooth as glass and shiny. Feels so
and
good.
Heavy, very heavy.
And very, very heavy. I did make some feet for it as well too. This time I decided to turn them because I had some extra Purple Heart. Isn't that heavy, eh?
It's gorgeous.
And so I got the little feet. I made to make little batches of 2 there, which I don't know if the camera's doing well on this too well, but I put for 5 holder. I'll actually use 5. I made an extra one here, but because I had the extra piece there. So I like make little feet. Fun little exercise I use my skew chisel with. And then I size them down to all the same.
Level them
So
out.
I can put the feet on. Maybe I'll get that done here. Well, not tomorrow, but sometime this weekend. And then all I got to do is make the finial.
And we're waiting to find out what kind of finial.
I'll see what kind of finial that the lady...
she wants.
Yeah, what she wants. But this is like ready to roll.
It's ready to roll. It's going to drive her away when she lets us know what she wants. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope she enjoys it. It's a lot of fun making that.
I don't think there's any doubt. Yeah.
I got a whole lot of ideas and some different woods to use and stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. So
I made another market order from Heartland Quilt, and look how it comes. Is that not beautiful, the way she does that, the way they did it? Terry and Jamie, y'all do such a beautiful job.
Very nice.
Very nice. And I was at Library Stitch Group, and Amy, hey Amy, she had gotten these in, and I'm like, oh, I didn't get those.
That.
Happiness is Homemade. Y'all seen this?
There's something for me there.
Yeah.
Except for the lemon part.
Yeah, well, we could change that to vanilla or something.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Anything but lemon.
Yeah. And this has stitches in it.
Stitches in it too. Look at that.
Cute?
What a handy little book that is.
Handy little book.
Looks like that goes back a long ways because of that binding that's in there on there.
Well, this is new. This was 2024. They come out with one of these every year.
Oh, they make it look kind of old timey.
Yeah, I think so too. And then I got the 12 monthly mini. I just love this from Primrose. Primrose is fun to stitch. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I really enjoyed the Christmas one that I just finished.
Wow.
These are so pretty, and they are monthly as far as thematic through the year. Yeah, isn't that nice?
How do you like that stitching right there? That mocha caramel. I like to stitch that.
Don't watch the wait. Gotta cover that up. Cover that.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. We need to try some of those. I'd like to try that right there.
You can.
I mean, we don't have to do the lemon.
Well, you like lemon.
I love lemon.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I'll enjoy it vicariously through you. How about that?
And Terry and Jamie always send a sprig of lavender. I just think that's so neat. Goes along with their logo. Oops. See?
Oops.
Their logo.
Yeah, pretty.
Oh. Maybe we need to start sending a bee.
There you go.
And then
what's this?
I can't remember if somebody told me about this or I just was on their website. The Silver Needle. I think I was just perusing one day, and they have a 35th anniversary scissor circle. And they're Dovos. You know, Dovos has gone out of business for the, yeah. But anyway, so I was able to order a pair. I love my Dovos. And these are so beautiful.
Got a little curve on them, yeah.
These, yeah, it has the little curve on. Look how petite. Isn't that pretty?
Nice.
Oh my goodness, gold.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's a nice sound right there.
Yeah, you won't have any trouble cutting a thread with that.
Nope. I don't know if I'm going to use these. I got these for the business.
Okay. Investment time.
Isn't that pretty?
Very nice.
So pretty. Oh,
nice.
I just love them. My Dovos that I've got one other pair, and they're actually my favorite pair of scissors. They cut so cleanly and just perfectly. But anyway, they sent all kinds of good stuff in. There's a little strawberry chart they sent with it, and a whole article about their scissors and how they're made.
Oh, were made.
Were made, yeah. Well, I think these are a special edition that they're doing for the Silver Needle.
Super.
So, which is great. Do you want to show, and then I'll show my my last market haul?
All right. Yeah, this is what I got. I went to a wood store the other day thinking I'd buy one thing and ended up buying another. But I got some good sales.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's not just cross stitchers.
No, it happens to me all the time. I go in a wood store and I can't get away. But I saw these Purple Heart. These are little 1x1 by 12s. And I'll use this to make the finials, like for this one scissor caddy here. So I snagged 3 pieces of this. And it's very nice.
Whoops.
Oh, okay. Yeah, anyway. So that's what that.
Very pretty.
Yep. Lovely that. And also, so I got some bigger ones because I haven't got this this size here is 2x2. And yeah, 2x2 by 12. And I went ahead and got this so that I could turn some small beeskeps, maybe using Purple Heart. I haven't had a chance to do that.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
And it looked really nice, and it just jumped right into my wagon as I passed by. I couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
And so that's all I got.
That's it?
I got a couple more pieces of the 1x1 and the 2x2. 2x2.
And you use this for these are for the finials.
Those
right?
are for, yeah, the one. Otherwise, people make this small, they use to make pens and stuff like that. And I'm not a pen maker.
Okay.
So, and have no desire to be a pen maker.
Okay.
But, everything else in between goes.
Yeah. I got my last market order in from Cross Stitching Crafts. Market's been amazing this year. I've heard so many people talk about that. How it's just been really something. I got another Tiny Town. This is the More Anytown Tiny Town.
Nice.
What I'd like to do with this is do both of the Anytowns together in just one great big long.
Oh wow!
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be nice. Yeah.
This actually wasn't market, but was inspired by Donna. She's stitching this, and when I first saw this chart, I was like, yeah, well, okay, yeah. But then when I saw her stitching it, that's the thing. If you see it stitched, it just takes on a whole new personality and meaning. Winter Wonderland by Blackbird Designs. And it comes with this little mini too, which is nice. And that's one thing that Blackbird Designs does a lot, is they have more than one. And then I got Funky Chicken, chickens, plural, by Satsuma Street. Isn't that great? Look at them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And look at this, you're gonna crack up. What does it say on the bottom?
I can't read.
Can you read that? It says, "What the cluck?"
Well, what the cluck? I should have known. Yeah, sure enough, what the cluck.
Oh, that is so funny. Yeah. And I love this Proverbs 31 by Plum Street. I just think that's so pretty. And the Federal Sampler Sewing Bag by Stacy Nash.
Sweet.
There's the inside of the bag.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, of course, I got animal crackers. I got the squirrel, Miss Hazel, and also the bunny, Miss Maggie May. Oh,
nice.
So cute. So those are my investments.
Yeah, and those are all my investments there as well.
I've heard a lot of people talking about their investments here lately. And that's really what it is, because a lot of this stuff, I know I'll never get a chance to stitch. But hopefully I'm investing in someone else's stitchy life.
There you go.
And future.
Inspiring. Not tempting, inspiring.
Yeah, right. Now, we wanted to just shout out a couple of FlossTubers.
Sure, yeah.
Paisley Stitcher, Grace, she had, I didn't realize that she had a FlossTuber for a Day series that she's doing. This was the first one I caught. And Mary Darling on Instagram, she was one of our first customers.
I remember.
When we started back in 21.
Yep, she was very faithful.
And so, you know, we've been in contact with her from time to time, and she just seems like a really sweet lady. I enjoy watching her post and her grandchildren and all that. And anyway, saw that she was going to be on Paisley Stitcher's FlossTuber for a Day, so I went and caught it. And if y'all haven't watched that, you need to go check out Mary's stitching. She's been stitching for a long time, and she is prolific. She does beautiful work.
Wow.
You will thoroughly enjoy it. Also, Laura Stitching by the Shore, have just recently heard about her Facebook group, which is an I Spy challenge that she does every month. Nice. And she gives prompts throughout the month.
Oh.
Just to keep people motivated. Yeah.
That's
and
great.
then also a new one to me, might not be to you, but just in case you haven't seen her, go check out Be a Blessing. Diane, she is Be a Blessing Stitcher. And she was a lot of fun to watch, and she does some beautiful work. I think she's doing the Smith Sampler too. So many people I'm seeing now are doing the Smith Sampler.
Yeah, well, you all do beautiful work.
Yeah.
And everybody I see, even if it's just passing by, I see them, and I can really appreciate it and admire the hard work.
Yeah, but it's kind of like you don't realize what people are stitching until you want to start stitching something. Then, like when you buy a car, you don't really see that car that much. But then when you buy it, you see that car everywhere.
Yeah, that's the way it says it rolls off the lot.
Yeah.
Of course, you got 3 days to bring it back. But,
yeah. But anyway, we thank you for coming and visiting with us for a little bit.
Yeah, putting up with my shenanigans there.
Yeah, and mine too. We're both kind of tired puppies. And,
pride is the word that comes to mind.
And hopefully Donna will come back pretty soon.
She's a lot more upbeat than I am. So.
Well, you are too. Typically, you just... it's been really busy, and it's afternoon. Well, it's not afternoon; it's evening. It's 6:15 here. It's Friday, the 19th.
Couldn't hurt sleeping.
We didn't say when it was.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, so thank you for watching.
Thank you very much. It's good seeing you again, although for a brief amount of time.
Right. But please like and subscribe. We would like to, grow our channel if possible. And the way we do that is from people liking and subscribing and commenting. That just gets us pushed out there a little bit more. We don't necessarily want to be huge like a lot of the superstars in FlossTube land.
I think I'd like to be of help.
We want to be helpful.
Have some questions, I always look for somebody, hey, I've got this project that's such and such. You can make something to display it with.
Right.
I'd like to take that challenge.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. So.
All right. Well, if I could, I'd like to just leave you with a quick word there by way of encouragement and strength today. It comes from Hebrews chapter 12, saying, therefore, starting from verse 1, therefore, since we have such a large cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us lay aside every hindrance and sin that so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that lies before us, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the source and perfecter of our faith.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. And thank you all, and may God bless you richly. Bye-bye.
Bye, friends.
See you next time.
Happy stitching. Bye-bye.